Well guys, it has taken me nearly 2.5 hours to get this on the trailer. Now how the hell are we gonna get this off?
Light up for all the cameras, pose for the magazines. But can you show me the side they never see? I know you're special, but if you're feeling me, I wanna talk to the girl that's underneath.
What is up guys, and welcome back to Project Eclipse episode update. Now, I'm in Project Eclipse, okay? Let's see, so today's video is going to be pretty short. It's just going to be an update on Project Eclipse and what's going on with it and what to expect. It is raining and it's leaking into the car. Okay. Alright. Anyhow, so getting this thing in my driveway was an absolute nightmare. So it's been at my buddy's garage for the past month, okay? Now, when it went there, you guys saw, I was driving the car. I drove the car actually quite a lot. Like, I drove it to the store, I drove it back, I was driving it around my neighborhood, and it was doing very, very well. We were holding full boost, we had full compression, we really had no issues that was apparent other than minor stuff that was obvious, and then like TLC fixes, and then the car was running just a tad bit hot. The only issue that I saw that I realized was oil pressure and fuel pressure, which relates back to a fuel pump. So I went through, we needed to replace the fuel pump. I was going to LA and Vegas. I wanted to have the car fixed and ready to go, and I wanted to do an engine diagnosis with the technology that I don't have at my disposal. Took it over to Joe's. They did the oil pump they did the fuel pump for me, and they ran the tests. Everything came back good. We're like, great, awesome, let's go. Go to pick it up, and they're like, well, we're having some issues starting the car now. And I'm like, okay. Turns out we have now a cracked head. Yeah, that's not good news. It's not really... we can fix it. It's a fix. It's not a very difficult fix. It's just a very tedious, thought-out process. They can be pricey depending on how you do it. Now, we're building the motor anyhow, so, you know, it is what it is. Like, we're going to build the motor. Hopefully you guys can hear me because it's pouring right now. I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's really hot in here. I'm sweating. If you can't tell. The car doesn't have AC, so I can't even turn it on, so I'm just sitting here in the heat. But, so, car has a cracked head. It went from starting it up and driving it and thinking, okay, I get back from LA, Vegas, we're gonna come back, we're gonna drive the car, and we're gonna start like the build. Now, I don't want to start the bodywork or anything aesthetic until this car is running properly. I'll be right back. I gotta fix this window. And this is my fix. I can't get the window to stay fully up, and we don't have battery power. I'm soaked. We don't have battery power, so all I can do is put this towel there because it's open just a smidge. So this is the fix. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So, cracked head, which means this thing is nowhere near ready to be daily driven yet, or even remotely start this build, which is really, really frustrating because this is like the third time where I go from thinking that we're about to start the build because it's drivable, it's running well, to now, well, shit, not ready yet. So, make a long story short, I leave tonight to go to New York City to hang out with Gary V and the Wine Club. So, I will be back on Tuesday. We get back Tuesday, we're going to start the body side of the build. Reason being is, I've got a friend who has a garage in which we're going to redo the head, resurface the head, do everything ourselves. However, the car won't be able to get in yet for a couple of weeks, simply because of how busy they are. So, in a couple of weeks, we're going to start the motor side of this. Until then, I'm going to start working on the body side of this. I don't want to, but the reason being is I have a full body kit coming in the next month or so that we'll need to get fitted and put on when we go to get the car wrapped and get everything else done. So I'm going to strip off all the old body panels that I'm not keeping, which is 95% of the car. I'm going to sand the entire car. We're going to buff everything, all the scratches that are on the car that we're keeping. Like there's some minor scratches or whatnot, like on the side fender flares that we're going to keep, what we need to keep, because a body kit has to get placed on those. And you might say, well, why would you care about scratches underneath of a fender flare body kit? Because I want it to look good. Even if you don't see it, I know, so I want it to look good. So we're going to probably start the body work when I get back, get the car into the garage, we'll get the head fixed, and then once we get it running, then we'll start the full build. Obviously with race season now over, well, 95% over, all of my money won't be going into the race car to keep that thing running and on the track, which is extremely expensive, let me tell you. So, yeah, more money can go into Project Eclipse, and we get this thing running, and I'll be a lot happier. But getting this thing here yesterday, so at my buddy's garage, it wouldn't run, it wouldn't start. So we had to push it ourselves up to the trailer, which was probably like a good 50 feet of a push. Got there, had to use a grocery getter POS car to push this car up onto the trailer. Got onto the trailer, I brought it back to my house. To get it into my driveway, I had to use the Mini as a tow truck, sorta. I attached the, whatever... I'm drawing a mind blank right now. What? Ratchet straps. Good God, I could not think. So I used a ratchet strap, and I tightened it between the Mini tow hook and the tow hook on the Eclipse. And I used the Mini to pull the Eclipse off of the trailer. Then I got my truck, and I pushed the Eclipse into my driveway with my truck. Yeah, so that was an ass, so it wasn't fun. But it's done, it's good. That is all for Project Eclipse today. Great news. Like 20 minutes ago, I just got my first shipment of ZCompany merchandise for test fitting. So we are super, super, super close to releasing the first season of ZCompany merch. So be sure to stay updated on my social media. You guys will see all of the teasers and everything like that. Everything will be linked down below. I will see you guys next video, which we will be in New York. We got 3 vlogs from New York, and then we got the Gary V vlog at the wine club. So be sure you guys are subscribed. Be sure to like, be sure to share, and I'll see you guys right back here from New York City. Peace out, and remember, you create your own story. Woo!